Midnight. It is the wit number 85. Midnight. In front of the home of the magistrate, there has a there has a tree. There has a tree tied the Jesus entered to the tree. We can see it sight forth the firelight. Some soldiers standing at the near of the Jesus. They hide his eyes by the cloud piece, and they smite us strenuous to his face and ask to the Jesus, the soldiers. Soldiers, tell, who will smite you? Tell to me. Who will smite you? Tell to me, because they cannot cite anything. He cannot cite anything in case of the in case of the tied the cloud on the tied the cloud on the eyes. Other soldier, are you a messenger? Then the soldiers spied to the face of the Jesus. Those time the Peter were sit with all the peoples. Those a woman sight the Peter and she said about it to the soldiers. Woman, catch it, Peter. He were his student. Catch it, Peter. He were the student. Peter, yes. I know the Jesus. I just hear about it. Says, Father, I have not any relationship to the rascal. Yet the Peter worried about the Jesus and his situation. People say, that is the truth now. That is the truth now. Then sin number 86. Morning. Integrated the people's nobles and some group of the judge to there in the morning. Judges decided to kill the Jesus and notice about it information to the peoples. Judge, we are decided to kill the Jesus by the court martial. Those time the Jude came in front of the judge. Those time the Jude came in front of the judge for the wing of the peoples. He threw the cloud covered bit of a coin to the judge and he said, Jude, I am indeed the pure blood. I am indexed the Jesus to you, that you are my faults, but I am not able to understood about it fake thing of the death background both than the each Passover prisoning. I am not identified the fake of the 30 bit of the silver coins. Take it to coin and relieve the Jesus. See. Relieve I say, relieve now, and take the 30 bit of the silver coin as returned. Judge to the warriors, catch it, Jude, and out for there. Just in short, the warriors came to there and pushed in force to the Jude to the wing to the peoples. Judge start to court martials. Judge asked to the Jesus, Judge, are you the king of the Jews? Jesus, if I say I am, you not to believe it, answer. Judge, are you the Son of God? Jesus, I am not to say I am God. When I said I am God, those I am not able to the Son. Judge, soldiers charge two main offense in front of you. One is you to become disobedient in front of the laws and rules of the regency, and other one is impress the diversity to the peoples for the kingdom. What about it false? Jesus not said anything about it. He were silent in front of the question. So the judge turned to the peoples and asked to their judge, what you are say about it question? Those time the people said together. Peoples. Peoples said together. Peoples. Yes, Lord. He ran to we for against the tax payment to the nation. Judge, we clear about it crimes. Judge, we clear about it crime sheet charged by the soldiers with evidence of the peoples. Then I going to decide refer the case to the chief judge with the person. He can decide it to final verdict. Scene number 86 closing to the scenes. Then the scene number 87. The 87 scene or witness, we can see ahead a hand-tied man arrive to the home of the chief judge Pilatus. Those too many persons and the soldiers following the Jesus. Chief judge sighted the scene afar. They arrived to the home. There has been another court martial at those time. It is a ravishment case. A case. Pilatus penned the case of the violator Barabbas. Pilatus, what is it? Tied out from his hand. Sudden a soldier release it tied a rope for his hand. Jesus stand at there as a silent man. Pilatus asked to the soldiers about his crime. Pilatus, what is the crime? Where is the crime sheet? Soldier stormed with the referral crime sheet filed to a sub-judge of the Pilatus, and he answered to their soldier. Each man impressed the caste system to the peoples by the gospel speech. For the Jesus inspired to the complete betwixt the peoples of the nations. Pilatus, Jesus. Jesus, is it right? Jesus, my right is not any other rights. As it my fault is not any other faults. So, the right is nor the faults. Pilatus to the peoples. He did not any two faults in front of the nation, I seems. I cannot find any fourth the marshal. So I decided to release the Jesus for the intended crime. Thus it on the time of the festivals of the Passover. Although you can choose a person for the prisoners, two persons for the release and other for the crucifixion. You can choose one person for release and one person for the crucifixion. Soldiers shown the Jesus and Barabbas in front of the people's court, and Pilatus asked to their Pilatus, who want to release, who want to kill, tell to me. Peoples replied for the question. peoples, release the Barabbas and kill the Jesus. We want Barabbas on the festival. Kill the Jesus. Pilatus, if I dust you are, right? I get to release the Barabbas, but you can justify the justice. My judgment were right before Saidas, yet I am not to find any faults on the pure blood of the justice man Jesus. Pilatus take a pot of water for the table and he washed his hand in front of the pupils. Pilatus, if you can save you, you will save you. Pilatus going to his room, Barabbas to become Arlis and the Jesus going out to the crucifixion. Then see number 88. Military headquarters of the king. Soldiers remove his dress and they wear a red cloth to the Jesus. There fixed a tooth crown to his head and the warriors gave a long stick to his right hand. Then they shouted to the Jesus as they spoke pun at the words. Soldiers, look at the king. Look at the king of Jews. All of the warriors to become a revelry mode and they cite us too loud. They laugh us too loud. Some persons spit to his face. Some persons pair us genuflect in front of the Jesus as a merriment of it. Two soldiers smite to continue the Jesus by the leather tag. He cried after each one of smites Jesus. Ah, ah, ah. After some time, the soldiers came with a heavy weighted wood cross. They has a board written the words as issue Nasranius Rex Idurium upon the cross. It means in case to become the king of Jews. In case to become the king of Jews, issue Nasranius Rex Idurium. Then endured the cross to his shoulder. It has two weight. He carried the cross. Jesus to become a Aaron inhabilitated for carried alone it cross. Soldier, walk ahead. Jesus tried to walk ahead, but he cannot able to walk forth there. Soldier smiled to his behind to bite the leather tag. Soldiers shout the Jesus as again and again. Soldier, walk away forth here. Jesus walked with a heavy weighted cross. Those time arrive a wing of the people to therefore following the Jesus to Golgotha mountain. It where the crucifixion place. The people has too many sad and empathy to the Jesus. They cried about the Jesus and walk with the Jesus. Those time the Jesus said to their Jesus, don't cry, do not cry about me. You can think about your child. You think about you, not cry for me. At last end the journey to the Golgotha mountain, a time and another crucifixion running at therefore the two criminals now criminals. Now the Jesus to become too wrong and an anadaptic in case of the long journey. He wanted some water. Jesus decided to the peoples. Jesus, water, 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 water. Some water, please. Those time a soldier bestowed a pot of wine that were a Strychonics vomica wine. Jesus drink. Those time a soldier bestowed a pot of wine that way Strychonics vomica wine. Jesus drink it wine and in short emit it. Soldier smite it to his face for the vomit. Then the soldiers index it to criminals and their crucifixion. Jesus cite it process. They cried in case of the pain for the nails. They are the crucifix between a certain space at there. Scene number 89. Those time the Jude sitting upon it is the scene number another scene number 89. Those time the Jude sitting upon the branch of a banyan tree. He tied a rope to the branch and it loop of the loop of the tag up to the canopy and the Jude said as loud, Jude, "Oh my Rabbi, I am indeed my teacher to the regent, but I cannot think about it fake of his death both than the prison of each Passover to another Passover. I did it false. I cannot alive with the reminiscence. I punish is my death. I want your loan of love, Jesus. Oh my Jesus, I giving my soul for you. Substitute the 30 bits of silver coin. Please you enter it soul to your forever as a toin of your souls with. He putting the loop to his neck and the Jude to become hang on the branch. Jude, we can cite it end of the scene endure paste to the next scene with the copy of the cry of the Jude as an echoes. Next scene with number 90. April 13th Friday. It was the April 13th Friday. April 13th Friday. Golgotha Mountain. Here in progress were the proceed of the crucifixion of the Jesus. Jesus, that pasting to the sub scene, into the next scene pasting to the of the from the Jude to the Jesus. A soldier smite the nail to his left palm. He cried in case of the pain. Then they smite and another nail to his right palm and after upon his food. He couched on the cross as to pain and to groan. Then the soldiers to pull up the cross for there. They fixed the cross betwixt the crosses of the criminals. Drop the blood forth the hands and it throughout it to his chest. Jesus to become suffer on the cross. Jesus, oh my God, 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 oh my God. And adherent hear it cry, and he gave some seed to wine fulfilled by the edge of a bamboo stick. Jesus were drink it wine just in short a soldier tramp it adherent forth in front of the cross. He fell down ahead. There had too many people centered for the witness of the crucifixion of the Jesus. Time to become 6 o'clock evening. Soldiers gone out forth there with seams that Jesus already died. Soldiers gone out forth there with the seams. The Jesus already died because the two stylists are died too before. Now the Jesus to become half of the dead on the cross. Thus his adherent to decide that Jesus are died as same as the soldiers seems. They bring the body for the cross. There has too many persons for the death witness of the Jesus. Now we can see his mother Mariam with all the peoples. She will sit at there upon a tiny rock, adjoining couch, the body of the Jesus to the lap of his mother Mariam, model as Michelangelo's Pieta. Those that Jesus marble to his mother. Jesus, I, I giving my soul to my father's palms. I giving my soul to my father's palm, and my body to my mother, and my body to my mother. When we are in here, the words, those after the Jesus to become death. Now the Jesus are completely died and disappeared forth his body. Mother sat there with the dead body as an insensibility of the situation. She cried without words. Tear dropped down forth her two eyes as the same time of the drops. With number 91 or scene number 91. A window open to the west forth the dark room. We can hear a cry with us the continues of the echo. That was a woman reclining stand to the wall of the dark room. She is crying. We can sight her face and shadow of the dark. She wears the Magda Mariam. She is crying with the scarf of the Jesus. It scarf entered to her heart along the darkness on the west. It sun to become to his real set. We can see the signs of the even throughout on the ventilator bar to the background of the cry of the Magda Mariam. With number 92 or scene number 92, and the story concluded to the canvas of the crepuscular art and the Saint Jude, his dead body hanging on the background of the real set of the Jesus named as the Son. Yet not to become ending the Gospel Testament as the sunset. This paragraph type on the prestige light letter, standard letter to the screen when the story ending to the screen. That was the story of the Creator.